Hey everybody, I'm going to talk to you about your final presentation for your cargo carrier project. So I'm in the cargo carrier folders, week 7, week 8. You can notice that on periods 1 through 5, we are right here, and we're looking at the 1020, 246, we're looking at 1019. I'm going to scroll down to Monday, Tuesday, 1019 and 20. All classes are going to have those same 2 dates. So the first section right here says design and build check-in. So today is going to be a check-in to see whether you have everything built and ready to go. This is going to be done in class today. So you're going to be in the breakout room. You're going to talk about your you're going to talk about your carrier. You're going to talk about what's happened, the building process, design process, everything that you had to go through there. Definitely talk about Newton's laws. See if you can help each other out with that. So when you're in your breakout room, discuss your carrier, listen to your classmates, discuss theirs, actually have a discussion. The reason we put you in breakout rooms is so you can talk to each other. So have a discussion on this. All right. When you're finished, you click on the green puzzle piece labeled, "Are you ready for the next step?" So I'm going to show you that right here. So are you ready for the next step? Your view is going to start out like this. You start a new attempt. And you just have 4 questions. What materials have you used? Describe those materials. What's the total amount of money you've spent? What is one sentence describing your carrier? And have you gone to the breakout room and discussed your carrier? Yes or no? Then you submit it. And by submitting your assignment, that is going to bring you back to this right here, and that will make this template live. So you should be able to see this template right here, but you need to go through this step before getting to your template. So once your template is active, you can click it. You are going to have assignment, and you'll have my document right about here. So you'll have assignment in my document. When you click on my document, this will pop up. It will create a new document for yourself. And this is your presentation template. And so basically anything that's in the red, you are going to adjust and change to whatever it should be for you. So it says your name here. Put your name there. Period. Put whatever hour you are in science class for. Some of the slides, like this one, are just direction slides. It says use the prompts to make slides for your presentation. Delete this slide when done. Make sure you delete the red text when you're done. As you're going through this cargo carrier presentation, when you're working through the template, always check the grading rubric. So this is a link to the grading rubric. It's linked again somewhere else, and I'll show you where. But make sure you're checking that grading rubric so you know how you're going to be assessed. Next one down, my cargo carrier. Put a picture of it right there. Insert a picture. Talk about Newton's first law. What did the egg's inertia do? How did your design be influenced by Newton's laws? Give at least 2 examples. Newton's second law. Explain how your design reduced force on the egg. Remember, the second law is force equals mass times acceleration. You can't really change the mass, so what can you do to change the acceleration? To lower the force. If you crash the egg, and we hope that you do, if you crash your cargo, get some information from that. Get some data down. How did it crash? What happened as a result of the crash? Anything else that would be good to know? Next one down, some crash visuals. If you got some video, put a link in there. If you got some photographs, put those in. Make sure it's easy for the chemical company, that would be us, to figure out what you did and how you did it. All right. Design changes. So list the design changes you would make if you were to redesign and rebuild another model. A lot of times in actual, a company building an actual carrier are going to design something and test it and find the flaws and redesign it, retest it, find new flaws, redesign it, retest it, and do it again and again until it becomes a very, very well-built machine. All right? So if you were going to do it again, what would you do? How would you redesign it? and why would you make those changes? How's that going to benefit? Engineering communication. This basically talks about how, as you, as the engineer, how are you going to promote your design and your model to the people that are going to buy it? So why should the company buy your design? With your budget, you've been given a budget of $100,000. Prove you've spent your money wisely. All right? You're going to actually go back to your budget slide and your budget sheet. You all created a budget sheet already. Either copy and paste that into here onto this slide. You could take a screenshot. You could take a partial screenshot, so you're only getting just the chunk that you need. Or you could just create a table in here and put that information in. But make sure you show how much you have used. All right. Make sure, again, to use the rubric to check your work. Make sure all the previous slides are done and done well. And then the very last thing is deleting all the red text prompts. Unless it's a very important word that really needs to be known to everybody, you should not have red text. We put the red text in so you would know how to do it. Make sure you change the color of your text. I'm going to go back one slide to the rubric. When I click this link, it's going to show you the cargo carrier assessment rubric. So you're going to be graded based on all of these categories: spelling, grammar, appearance, what does it look like? Here's kind of where you shouldn't have red text. Do you understand Newton's first law? Do you understand Newton's second law? And do you understand the design process? These three are all double weight. So instead of 4, 3, 2, and 1 points, they are worth 8, 6, 4, and 2 points. And then the last part is the engineering communication. Why should we buy your product? So adding all those up, you get 36 total summative points. So it is worth a chunk of your grade. So this is the presentation. By selecting that very first link, this creates your own version. So it should have your name up here, and it will be linked right in here. So once you're done, you should be able to click submit right here, and your assignment will be turned in. So as always, if you have questions on this or any parts of your class, please make sure you talk with your teacher.